Hello, 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 and welcome to Bemis Crafty Corner. I am Bima, better known as Els, and that is Harry. Harry Houdini, the Wonder Cat. What's up, kitty? What you doing? I'm bugging you, Mama. I'm bugging you, Mama. Honey, what are you doing? You're in a mood? So tonight is our regularly scheduled idea book, and I have an idea for you today. Let me see if I can find them. I had some. They were just here. I saw them. They have gone away. I don't know where they've gone. Anyway, we are going to be today working on some 3x3 note cards. You know, sometimes you just want to write a little note for something and you want to put it in there, for like in a Happy Mail or something like that. And you don't have like one of these commercially made cards and you want to just put a little note in. So envelopes are easy to find. We find them all the time. Hi. Good Lord, he's in a mood. You're in a mood. Hi. Yes, hello. Do I have to call the boy? I'll let him put boy stink on you. No, you won't. Yes, I will. Come here. What is the deal with you, huh? What is the deal? You just in a loving mood? All right, go on. All right, so what are we going to need for this one? We are going to need some paper. And this is 65-pound white cardstock. And we'll start with this. We're going to need a paper trimmer. We're going to need glue. We're going to need something to put decorations on it. And we may get to making a box. And so if we get to that, then we're going to need a piece of cardstock for that as well. Okay. No. So 3x3 inch cards. So 6 by 3 inches. These are the easiest ones to do. And I find that you usually put about 4 to 5 in the box. So let's cut 6. Okay, now this is 8.5 inch point paper, so we're going to cut 2.5 inches off of all of them, and that will give us our bases. Oh, you are in a mood. Yes, it would have been easier the other way to cut off the 2.5 and then cut them down, but I am distracted by the cat. And I have this trimmer. I still have to replace my big one that I use on the desk. Okay. Perfectly good pieces here, 3 by 2.5, so we're going to hold on to those. Put them to the side. Carla! Hi, honey. All right, so 3 by 6, we want to make 3 by 3s, so obviously we're just going to score these at the 3 in the middle. Would you stop petting me? We're going to get out the big scoreboard when we do the box. But, you know, for the cards, this is good. Okay. What's going on, girlie? What you doing? Hills into valleys, valleys into hills. I'll just work around you. No, it's okay. I'll work around you. No big deal. Well, because, it's, you know, I like to work around you. Having you in the way and sitting on my tools, it makes me more creative. Yeah. Definitely makes me more creative. Hi, Christine. You're freezing. I bet you are, babe. I just decided to put on a sweater when I was outside. So I just put on a long sleeve. I'm telling you, it's weird here right now. And 6. So this is a cute little gift, you know, for like the church ladies or something like that, you know. If you want to do something like that, you could always do that. For the church ladies. Seriously? Seriously. All right, let's see if we can give him some food and he'll go away. Come on.
Look at him run.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say. An army travels on its stomach. It's 10 with snow, but real feel, -14. Oh my God.
Yeah, I remember those days.
And that is why Hover has moved from Buffalo to. All right, so I got this little pack of paper. I don't know who it is, you know, where it's from. But it's kind of cute, and I thought, you know, we could maybe find a sheet or two here that we want to work with. I don't know. That is hideous. But, you know, maybe cute cut down. We never know. Let's do that one. Because, you know, you never know. Sometimes these are really cute when they're cut down. Okay. So get that out of the way. So these are 3x3. So we want to cut 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So we'll cut a strip that's 2 3/4. Cut another strip that's 2 3/4. Leaves us a 1/2 inch. 2 3/4. Do you have to ink these? No, you don't. You're giving them to somebody who probably doesn't know anything about ink. 2 3/4. 2 3/4. So that's 2. One more. 3. And then we'll do 3 out of this one. Five. And 6. Okay. Move the rest of that out of the way. So now we have our pieces of paper. Oh. Okay. All right. So now you can round corners, you can make them fancy, whatever you want to do. I think we'll make some fancy, we'll make some just normal. Screw that, we'll make them all fancy. So I'm just going to take my 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and I'm going to use the corner rounder to give them a little zhuzh. And because I like, you know, I like having all these little chads of paper all over the place, you know. All right, so I'm doing these 2 at a time. Why? Because I want them to be, you know, stiffer. I'm trying to put them through the punch. They punch better that way. All right. So then the easy part here is you just take these and glue them on the front. You do not have to ink this. You don't have to do anything dramatic. You do have to have them straight. And then glue these down. You don't have to ink. I'm not going to ink. You don't even have to glue them if you want. You could tape them. This is an easy one. I'm going to tell you about 5 of these with envelopes fit in the box. You could put any kind of paper you want. You could do them all different if you want to. You could do them all the same. It's entirely up to you. It's your box, your note cards. So what a day, what a day. I had to go to the mailbox today to mail some stuff. And I mailed my packages. And Hubbard said, don't forget when you're out to get my meds. And I went, okay. And we also have the bug. So I had to get him some food. Pop and I were just going to eat some beef raviolis, but he doesn't want that. So we had to go get some food. So he fell asleep on me, little booger, and I ended up going by myself. So I got in the car and I go and I drop off my packages. And then I go down the street to the corner. We call it, jokingly, we call it the corner. There's an Arby's and a Wiener Schnitzel and a In-N-Out burger and a Cane's and a Hawaiian kitchen. You get the idea. Like every kind of food you could want is on that corner. It's right off the freeway. You know, it's a big major street right off the freeway. And so I go over there to get some Cane's for dinner. Hi, Miss Mari. And so I get my Cane's, and I've never had this problem before. I get my Cane's, 3 boxes of Cane's, 3 drinks, because that's one of the places that does have Coke Zero, so I can get a drink there. Although I have to tell you, it's not as good as the Coke Zero at McDonald's. But that's just because McDonald's has that special Coke. They do. I don't care who you are. Their Coke is different. All right. So now we have our little note cards. Now we have to make a box for the note cards. And for that, I will require a bigger paper trimmer. Okay. let's see, what's a good color for these? I'm thinking like gray. Let's do gray. Let me see. Let's see what we have on the side. I have this like steel gray. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So I have this. So we're going to start with a piece that is 7.5 inches wide. So we're going to take off an inch, 7.5 inches wide, and it's going to be 11 inches long. Shoop. All right, we're going to put this in the scoreboard. On the long side, we're going to score at 3.5, 5.25, 8 3/4, and then 10.5. And then we're going to turn it this way. And we are going to score this on the short side. This is the short side at 1 3/4. There. And then again at 5.25, right there. And then one more time at 7. Okay. That's confusing. Oh, I'm going to let Ozzy out. Give me a second. Okay. And then we're going to do some, some folding and some burnishing. Hills into valleys, valleys into hills. These are all my valleys, so I'm going to turn them all into hills. Okay. I know, it doesn't look much like a box. But it is, it's a box. Okay. So, now, turn this over. We're going to take some parts off of this. If I can find my pencil. All right, so we are going to take this, and this off. Leave that little tab right there. We're going to keep this, but we're getting rid of this. We're going to get rid of this, and we're going to get rid of all of this. And that's what we're taking off the box. So, I don't do this often live, but let me do it. Okay, so I'm going to take these two pieces off. There. I'm going to take this piece off. There. This one. And this one. Now, I could wedge these two pieces if I want to. Doesn't matter if you do or don't. I'm going to wedge them. What the hell? Wedging here and wedging here. Then we're going to travel over here. We're going to take this piece off. All of that. this piece.
I don't get heavy over here. Go on.
Okay, so we're removing all of those pieces. And then we're going to cut this up, 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 down, here, and down here. Okay? These pieces are all gone. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of wedging on these pieces, only on the small ones. Do you have to do this? No, but it makes the box fit together better. I know I do a lot of boxes and I don't do a lot of them live. So not everybody gets a chance to ask silly questions. Okay, now on this piece up here, we're just going to round those corners. Okie dokie, okie dokie. All right, so then we're going to fold this part in here, that little flap, get rid of all the wedges. I just threw him in. It's
He was
Daddy.
just laying there on the blanket. I didn't know if he had to come in.
Daddy brought him back in.
All
Okay.
right, wait.
So then I'm going to fold two boxes, two squares over. Like that. Okay. And then we're just going to fold these in. And when it comes to this part at the bottom, this is the back of our box. So we want to fold towards the back. We don't need to put any glue on the inside if we don't want to. We just glue here. Ah, we can make a big old gluey mess like that. And then make a big gluey mess. And then press it down from the inside. Okay. Now these will come in and this will come down and that will go in and that'll be your box. But we want to decorate this. And we really should have done that before we glued the bottom, but I never think about that. All right, so our box is 3.5 by 3.5. So let's pick a piece to go on the front. What is that? I don't know. So 3.25 by 3.25 because our box is 3.5 by 3.5. 3.25 by 3.25. If your paper's directional, be mindful. So tell me, what is everybody's plans for the holidays? What, do you have plans? What are you doing? Because I'm staying home with Hubbard because he's working that day. And that means I'm going to be here with you guys.
I'll be here too.
Hubbard will be here too. Now, we can also do the top, but for right now, we're just going to do the front. But we can do the top. So again, I'm going to fancy the corners. Just make them a little fancy. Can I ink this part? Yes. Do I have to? No. Will it look better? Who knows? But we are going to put this on here. Like I said, I probably should have done that before I stood this box up. Put it on here the right way. Come on, brain damaged. You can do it. Here we go. Close enough for hand grenades and horseshoes. If you want to do the little top piece, you can certainly do the little top piece, and that would be a 3 1/4 by 1 1/2. If you wanted to put a piece on the top, okay? I don't really want to, but I do have my note cards, and like I said, this box will hold about 5 or 6 of those with envelopes because it's 1 3/4 inches this way and it's 3 1/2 inches that way. So let me grab some envelopes. I have my box envelopes here. And do I have any 3 1/2 by 3 1/2 envelopes? Probably not. 3 by 3 envelopes, probably not. Why? Because I didn't think to look before I started this. We do, but they're brown. Who cares? No, I got some white ones. Hold on. I got white ones. Here we go. 1, 2. You can pick these up at Michael's. You can also get them through Amazon. 3, 4. Okay. Let's use this one. Different openings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do have some red ones in there too, and some green ones. And, Okay. So what I like to do is I like to kind of put them together like this, or with the part of the envelope going in. It's just personal preference, whatever you want to do. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is number 6, which really won't stay in the box. This one's going to go in the idea book. All right. And then I like to alternate them. They fit in there very nicely. Lots of room. So you can put a small one of those small pens in there too if you want to. Stoik. I've got to do a little bit more of a wedge on here. Because at the end there. Here we go. Put it in. Fits beautifully. Little gift cards, note cards, and a box. In a box. No plans? Gonna be a stormy day, huh? Ooh. You know, Mari, I have a video. I think I have a video. Let me look. But I think I have one that actually does a tea cozy. Let me see. Yes, we do have one. Let me give you the link for that. That is the link to that video. It does require a 12 by 12 inch piece of paper. Well, because it's 11 5/8. So 12 inches is what you need. 3 1/8, which is 1 mark past the 3. That's your width. 11 5/8, which is just 1 mark past the 11.5. So you're just cutting off a very small amount. That is that. And then two pieces that are 4 1/2 by 3 5/8. So just a little over 3 1/2. And those are the base pieces for that. For this one, for the long one, on the long side, we're going to do a little scoring. And we're going to score this at 1 1/2, 3, 6, 6 5/8. I screwed up. 6 5/8. We'll have to remember not to fold that other line. And then 8 1/8, which is 1. So your base looks like this. And then on these, on the short side, put it in the long side so you're at the 4 1/2 mark. And you're going to score these every 3 notches. So you go 1, 2, 3 and score. 1, 2, 3 and score. 1, 2, 3 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 score. 2, 3 score. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you're going to score that. It's a lot of scoring.
Score!
I actually have the numbers written down in the directions on that video. So if you want to go there and do that, you can do that. God, I haven't done this one in forever. Okay. Yeah, so on this one, you're going to accordion fold these pieces. So this is one of the few things where you don't hear me saying things like, you know, valleys to hills and hills to valleys, because we're just accordion folding. We just want to try and keep this as straight up and down as possible. It can get away from you very quickly. So just try to keep it as smooth as possible. And you should have 2 flaps that both come up the same way on the ends. Oh God, there's a walking blanket here. Go ahead. Okay. So then you just take these. And I think when I did this originally, I did it with tape, but you can use either one. And you want the fin facing in. So you want the hump on the outside. I'm going to take a little bit off. Fin towards the inside, a little bit of glue on the outside. In. And this, I have to tell you, this is the hard part, and that is getting this part to glue to this part correctly. So glue here. It's a little fussy. There. And then over here. And then just round these corners at the top. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's entirely up to you. But now you have a little tea cozy, and to close it, you can, you can seal it, or you can take a strip of paper and finger this around it and give it a belly band. About like that. That looks pretty good. And you can decorate the belly band. There. Here. There. Of course, it works out better when you have, tea in it. And your belly band actually fits better. Or you could use a piece of ribbon or whatever you want. There we go. But you get the idea. And then, you can decorate however you want. And whenever you're doing a belly band, always please use your fingers and not, don't expect to be able to go, this is where my creases are. So it's not going to happen. But it does make a cute little box. But yeah, really cute little box. And I think you can fit 6 regular tea bags in there. And then even if you want to put in a couple of packs of those tall sugars, or the, sugar in the raw, they sell them in the long tube packs. Those will fit in here too. So you can put those in there. But it's just kind of cute. I have a bunch of them. I get them out. But if you have any problems with the video, you let me know and I will tell you. But it's fairly easy. All of the measurements are in the description of it. So pretty easy to find. It even gives you the measurements for the paper for the front if you want to decorate the front. Yeah. Alrighty. So this was our little project for today. These are just little 3x3-inch note cards. And you can write in there. You get plenty of space here and in the back. And if you want to, those little pieces that we took off, they fit in there as an extra writing space. So you put those in there as well. And then just put it in your envelope. You can include those in the package if you want to. You put them in there and you have your little gift box. You could certainly round the corners on these if you want to as well. That's up to you. They are a little difficult to round because they're not quite straight anymore because we wedged those edges. That just went pooky. Here we go. We'll use the big one. I don't know why this one's not rounding at all. Here we go. Okay. Get our pieces out. Fold those in. Fold that down, and you have your little box. And again, you can close this with a seal, or you could certainly do, like a belly band on this as well. So, I guess Miss Lily's going to be in Texas for Christmas. And so my son's going to go meet the in-laws. I don't think he's ever met them, but he's going to go meet the in-laws, and Lily's going to meet her new family, her stepmom's parents. And let's see. Alex will probably end up coming over here Christmas Eve at about 4 or 5 o'clock because Christmas morning, is at her house, and then she has a bunch of people that come over to eat. So she'll probably stay home and cook. And so she'll come here Christmas Eve with the kids. And that just leaves me and Mike pretty much on our own Christmas Day. And other than sitting around and watching old claymation videos, we will, we'll make a little ham. We got a little ham we're going to make. And we'll do that and spend our holiday with the puppies, with our babies. Because they're spoiled in Mr. Harry because he's nice. Oh, and the chair saga continues, guys. Oh my God. The Amazon said that they were going to have UPS come out and pick the chair up, and that I didn't have to worry about it. UPS was going to take the chair just the way it was. Yada, yada, yada. They lied. UPS shows up and tells me that they need that chair to be in a box. Of course, there's no way in hell that this chair's going to fit back in the box that it came out of, because I don't know about y'all, but if you've ever put those little pistons into a chair, an office chair, they don't come out very easy. Hubbard and I actually had to take one out to replace one time. And we sat in the other room with a 5-pound sledgehammer beating on it for about 15 minutes to get it out of there. Was not fun in any way. So yeah, no fun. And so now he gave me the label, but the label was only good for that day. And I obviously did not get it taken apart and put in a box. My new chair came in today. So Buggy took the old chair apart. And the new chair is considerably smaller than the other one, but the seat is wider, and I'm not pushing on the arms of the chair because they come from the back to the front. They do flip up, and it's one of those mesh back ones. So I'm not entirely sure that I like it, but I'm going to be okay with it because I don't want to buy another damn chair. I'm getting tired of this. But, lesson learned for the future, I will not buy another chair through Amazon. I will go and buy a chair at an office store or whatever, but I don't think I will buy another chair through Amazon because this is the third one I've gotten, and all of them are not really what I want. And you have to put them together to find out if it's what you want. And then to send it back, you have to take it apart. And they're not easy to take apart.
Especially once you put the hydraulic thing up the seat.
So, yeah. But this one at least has a little give to it. I can rock back and forth in it a little bit. I really have to get that thing.
Oh, honey.
Yes?
The new cookies are grandson approved.
Oh, okay. Get down.
The banana bread cookies?
Yeah, get down.
He likes them.
So, Buggy helped me take the chair apart today, the other chair, and it is now in the box that this chair came in. And I'm going to take it over and drop it off tomorrow. And if they tell me that label's not valid, I'm going to tell them to shove it. Because I can't get a person at Amazon to answer a question or to give me a new shipping thing. And I tried to just do a return on the chair, and it said that it had already been processed for a return, and so it would not process it for a return. So I can't get another label. So I'm taking it to UPS tomorrow. When I take Buggy home, I got to take him home because he's got a guild thing tomorrow, and then he'll be back after that. Yeah. I think that's everything. I think y'all are all caught up. Except the fact that I spilled a very large, extra large lemonade into the floorboard of my car. Hopefully I got it all out. I threw some towels on it to dry it, to suck up a lot of the moisture, and then pulled the floor mat out and rinsed that off. So I'm hoping I didn't get a lot on the carpet itself. But Huber's going to go check on that later. Yeah. Imagine that in 120, 130 degrees, because that car is going to get hot. So in like 3 months, I'm pretty sure I could take somebody hostage without having to physically restrain them. I'll just put them in the passenger seat and let them stick to the floor. Oh. Yeah, so I got home and I handed out food for everybody, and I told Huber, I said, you're just getting soda. And I looked at Bug and I said, do you want some zero sugar Coke? Or do you want that half of a small lemonade? Because I had 2 lemonades. I had a big extra large one and then just a regular one. And the regular one still had half of the lemonade in it. And the big one, the lid fell off of it. And it just went. And I looked down and there was an air freshener floating in my floorboard. I went, son of a. Story of my life, man. Story of my life. All right, so what are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow we are making Christmas crackers. Those are those little candy boxes, that you pull them apart. We're going to make some of those. They're cute. So we're going to make some of those tomorrow, and that's tomorrow night. Tomorrow during the day, we're going to start a single signature journal. Just a quick, easy single signature. No big deal. Okay, so if you have been looking for a chance to start kind of working on a journal and you're hesitant to jump in, tomorrow may be the day, because it's just one signature, no complications. We're going to do a regular cover on it, single signature, so about 7 pieces of paper, maybe 8. It's quick, it's easy, and no fuss, no muss. I just have to figure out a topic for it. I might just do it in a color. Pick a color. All right, y'all. that's it for me tonight. I'm going to take the boy over to his house and pick up his computer. Yeah. I told him he could wait till tomorrow, but he doesn't want to, He's a booger head. What can I say? He's spoiled. I'll give him anything he asks for. If he wants to go pick up his computer, we'll take the time to go pick up his computer. Let me think. Patreons are coming out. Quarterly Patreons are coming out between now and the beginning of next month. So those will be there probably like the third week of January, the way the Postal Service works. That's so horrible, isn't it? January is a big month for us because we do have the countdown sale in January. We have our regular monthly sale in January. So we got a lot of stuff going on. And I have to get, I shut the shop down the first week of January so that we can go in there and, I can pull out stuff that needs to get gone and put it in the bins, and we do the big countdown sale. So we're going to be doing that. And then, of course, we'll have our regular sale. And then I still have a cartridge die sale to have. Got a lot of cartridge dies to go through. So we'll do those as well. And I think I'm going to do those for just like $2 a piece or something like that. We're going to get rid of them. But, they fit through the big shots. They fit through your big reds. You can use them in a lot of cutting machines. So they are still functional. And a lot of those are designs that they don't do anymore, So there's that. All right, guys, what do we got going on? Tomorrow we're starting a journal. We got the Christmas crackers tomorrow night. Saturday we have mixed media. On Sunday we have our game, and on Monday it is a Monday mixed media mini morsel video. And then this month you are using wrapping paper and or snow for our projects of 25 challenge is the last one. And next week's going to be a little weird. I will be here Wednesday morning as always, but I may not be here first thing Thursday morning. I might be. I don't know. But I will be here throughout the day next Thursday because, we have 7 days till Christmas, guys. So I will be here next week on Thursday, on and off throughout the day so that nobody's alone. We're all here hanging out. I don't know what we're going to be doing. No idea. But, we'll just hang out and shoot the crap and just do some stuff. Maybe I won't plan anything. Maybe I'll just sit here and we'll shoot the crap and maybe I'll glue some things together. Who knows? You never know with me. But that's it. We're going into the new year. We've got all kinds of stuff planned, and I thank you all for that. Also, we're going to be playing New Year's Eve. We have our weird project challenge where everybody's got, like 3 or 4 of these things. And part of the challenge is working around this because all of them have a number written on them. They're recycled and they're old, and we can make whatever we want with them. We're going to be doing that live starting at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's 9, 10, and 11 across the country. That's an hour before the ball drops in Times Square. We're going to be with you there, and then we're going to drop that ball all the way across the country, doing New Year's all the way across the country. And we're going to have giveaways, and we're going to be playing a full round of Urban Myth. So I'm going to be asking questions throughout the night. You answer the questions. Whatever the letter is on the card is the one that corresponds to the prize sheet. If you spell out the words Urban Myth, you're going to get a prize for that. So lots of stuff going on, guys. If you're new here and you haven't done so already, hit the button for me and subscribe. Check out both the community tab here and the tag section of my Facebook group. It's going to give you a list of everything I've got going on, things that are upcoming, and free classes, things like that. Also, if I'm traveling, when I'm traveling, where I'm traveling, you can cyber stalk me really good. Go down to the description and click on more, and it's going to give you my Instagram, my Ko-fi, my Ko-fi, my Patreon, my Facebook group. It's all down there, guys. My email address, everything. You can go down there and you can, check that stuff out. But until I see you again, I know it's cold, but stay hydrated. Please stay warm and stay well, my friends. I love you guys, and I will see you in the morning. Bye-bye.